We're going to sound check as we go. How you doing? I'm Scott Miller. That ain't gonna work. You should pay extra for seeing this. What do you got? Now, why aren't you working? I thought we worked. Okay. I've been having some technical troubles lately. All right, mute that 12 string, and I'm just going to go through that pickup. We'll just do it that way, and these people can suffer. I am. All right, you can turn it down in the wedge. I don't need that shit. So the good news is I wrote a record this spring. The bad news is they're not all done, but I'm going to play them for you anyway. And the other bad news is none of my shit's working all of a sudden. All right, I'll throw a temper tantrum later. This is a song that broke a dam for me. I was like complaining to my buddy in Nashville. I was like, man, I just can't write a song. I don't have time. I'm dealing with a bunch of stuff. And he's like, after the year you just had, you can't give me one song. So I'm like, okay, so here it is. This song is called 2023. My father died, my wife just left. My barn burnt down and I broke my leg. I fell off the wagon, I got back on. 2023 was a 22 long. How many times can a cat leave a room? How many pharaohs built a pharaoh's tomb? I found the answer when my father died. It's once a man, but twice a child. And I never thought my marriage would end. Sometimes I miss what might have been. There's plenty of money in acting cruel, but there's way more gold in the golden rule. Now everybody knows it. Now everybody knows. Now everybody knows it. Everybody knows. I'm a full-grown man, I'll have you know. But my mother would kill me if she knew I smoked. I flipped one butt and I burnt my shed. And then a heifer kicked me and she broke my leg. Now everybody knows it. Now everybody knows. Now everybody knows it. Everybody knows. Now everybody knows it. Now everybody knows. Now everybody knows it. Everybody knows that my father died. My wife just left. My barn burnt down. I broke my leg. I fell off the wagon. I got back on. My managers died, but I just keep going. Drop a rock in the water and I watch it sink. Water's what I need, but liquor's what I drink. Some people have a drink every now and then. Some people have a drink when they can't say when. Now everybody knows it. Now everybody knows. Now everybody knows it. Everybody knows. Now everybody knows it. Now everybody knows. Now everybody knows it. Everybody knows that my father died, my wife just left, my barn burnt down, I broke my leg, I fell off the wagon, I got back on. 2023 was a 22 long. God made a garden and he planted man with one simple rule to understand. You and Eve can have your fun. Life will be simple if you just stay dumb. Now everybody knows it. Now everybody knows. Now everybody knows it. Everybody knows. Now everybody knows it. Now everybody knows. Now everybody knows it. Everybody knows that my father died, my wife just left, my barn burnt down, I broke my leg, I fell off the wagon. Yeah, it's about the shit you're gonna get tonight. I don't know why that amp ain't working that I paid a bunch of money for from some shithead in Virginia and shipped it down here. You okay? Yeah, okay. All right, good. Maybe just touch guitar in there and a little more vocal. And I'm just gonna do this like, you know, hell. It sounds good to me. Are you okay? All right. All right. I mean, I haul 4 guitars and an amp and effects pedals, and Guy Clark could sit up here with a guitar with a shitty pickup and just kick ass. So what am I? And I put on a suit. Well, yeah, you're welcome. This is for all the Presbyterians in the crowd. We forgive our debtors in the Lord's Prayer, not our trespassers. We shoot our trespassers. I'm going to make that amp work before the night goes. Here we go. Back when freedom was a stranger, but it was something we felt. Well, I had myself a girlfriend, I couldn't believe it myself. We'd take a Chevy Citation, the one a friend would let us use, when we got tired of waiting for what we wanted to do. I had her crawling up the window, she had me shaking in my seat. I could smell her on my fingers, she said it tasted so sweet. Just some West Virginia back roads, there never was much else. Jam a tape into the player, I couldn't believe it myself. Well, the drums, they shook the speakers, the bass, it shook me to the core. If the boss had been a preacher, he could have led us to the Lord. And she knew all the lyrics, and they sang so true. Just two rock and roll spirits with nothing better to do. Now the past, it is a stranger, and I found someone else. I got car payments and a mortgage. I can't believe it myself, but I don't mind getting older. If you get smarter when you do, and the burdens at your shoulder, well, that's what defines you. I'm sure they crushed the citation. I know the 8-track broke. We're such a complicated nation, but we still made rock and roll. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Turn it up. All right, can we do this? Can I take that line from that shitty direct box? I'm going to put it in my direct box and send you a signal, and then it might sound better. All right, can you guys give us a second? Yeah, I might just have to. All right, hold on. Yeah, you can come. All right, I'll mute everything. That's the first time I used eBay for that amp. That's the same line coming at you. Where'd he go? I'm sorry, people. That's just unprofessional of me. See what you got. Whoa! Yeah, it's a little hotter, isn't it? fuck it up again later, but we'll just do this one. Are you okay? Sorry about this. Like I say, you should pay extra for this kind of sound check stuff. We could have done this afternoon. It'd been great. Usually I like to come down here from Virginia. I'm Scott Miller from Virginia, by the way, and I like to come down and lecture you as a Virginian and having created Texas and not too pleased with my investment at this point. But this time I have sent with everybody from Swope, Virginia with hugs and love and tell you that we're thinking about you. So that's what this song will be. This is a song I wrote about a flood that we had in 1969 from a hurricane called Camille that parked over Virginia and did just that. So this song is called It'll Never Be That River Again. Here we go. Shall we gather at the river? In 69 when Camille came, you had to jump in the river to get out of the rain. The water rose so fast, so high, the cattle bawled and drowned all night. The mountains took it until they gave. The river bridge had washed away. My cousin fished from the front porch steps, and Granddaddy looked at the river and said, from the mountains, through the valleys, to the ocean, where it ends, it can never be that river again. Right, we skipped rocks all day and we rolled all night. We both knew what lay around the bend. Summer loves will always end. When the walnut leaves fell, we went back to school, drifted away, and the river did too. From the mountains through the valley, the ocean, where it ends, it can never be that river again. The river flows and time goes by. Love's still hard, but I still try. I've seen it muddy, I've seen it calm, I've seen it do whatever it wants, but it can never be that river again. No, it can never be that river. Thanks. I didn't think that was bad. That's a new one that'll be on the record. I got others. That first one was a new one. That'll be on the record, and I got some others. I haven't decided yet. I want to. It's going to be something about my cat. Because I'm a cat owner now. I've been a dog guy my whole life. And then after Dad died and I was cleaning out the farmhouse and this barn cat came down and I found a can of cat food about 4 o'clock and I was like, oh, what the hell? I threw it out there and now every day at 4 o'clock I get, meow! And it's just gone to hell from there. And I got I ordered the National Geographic on cats and learned that they domesticated us. Do you know this? No shit, man. When we settled between the Tigris and Euphrates and started storing grain, that's when cats came in. And their meows mimics a baby's cry. They don't meow to each other. They're totally manipulating us. So I named her Libby. It's short for libertarian. Because she thinks she's so independent but has no idea that there's this whole structure that's been built underneath her. You libertarians can kiss my ass too. I don't care. I didn't mean to get political there, but I'm just saying this cat has stirred up problems. So it's not like I don't have a cattle farm to run and a 91-year-old mother to take care of, a 92-year-old aunt to take care of, a house full of old lady furniture. I'm never going to get laid because it's just creepy, and a music business to run, an album to write, and then I got this cat that I got to let in and out of a door 40 or 50 times a day. So. This is a song called How Am I Ever Gonna Be Me? It sounds really good out of that amp. Thanks, guy. How am I ever gonna be me? How am I ever gonna be me, Lord? How am I ever gonna be me if I'm not who I'm supposed to be? A mother's son, a father's boy, a brother's friend, a sister's joy, a cousin true, an uncle cool, who knows a father too, a shy recluse who once shut in, a patriot, a citizen. Why was I born a mystery? How am I ever gonna be me? How am I ever gonna do right? How am I ever gonna do right, Lord? How am I ever gonna do right and do what's good within your sight? Sometimes my best is good enough. Sometimes I bluff that I am tough. I've turned my cheek instead of fight. I made them wrong when they were right. If you help those who help themselves, how comes the meek don't fare so well? And I have prayed with all my might. How am I ever gonna do right? How am I ever gonna be saved? Oh, how am I ever gonna be saved, Lord? How am I ever gonna be saved when I have lived a life depraved? I worship money, murdered Cain, use your names at times in vain. Worked on Sundays, rocked and rolled, wanted bad enough I stole. She came to me, what was next door? It's not like we had met before. Oh, tell me, what else can I say? How am I ever gonna be saved? How am I ever gonna find peace? How am I ever gonna find peace, Lord? How am I ever gonna find peace? Will it be on a golden street with big parades and pretty girls and cotton candy colored swirls of waving fields of springtime sun that war's been never waged upon my lover's arms, my first release? How am I ever gonna find peace? Here in a second. I don't have my table. This is all rusty. I'm cranky. I only have a few demands. Do they do 2 shows there? I like the late show. I always like the late show. Anywhere. Because I like to stay and hang out and sell merch. I mean, let's just face it, I'm a t-shirt and hat salesman anymore. Motherfucker. Anybody want to buy a guitar? Well, she smells like a biker. And she cackles like a jackal. Dressed to kill in that new pantsuit, you can see the static crackle. All the lovely Sunday dinners, she complains that they're too spicy. And the migraines out the yin-yang like she's slurping on an icy. Y'all have ices in Texas? Fuck yeah. She's an old stick in the mud, now she's stuck in my craw. Lord have mercy, she's my mother-in-law. Well, if you take her out to eat, she's a thrifty little booger. Starts up filling up her purse with little tiny packs of sugar, and you better run for cover. If she takes off her shoes, they must smell something awful, 'cause the done turned her hair blue. She sends me on the path to heaven by giving me some help. OMG, she's my MIL. Well, I admit she's kinda cute with her polydential smile. But you give that gal an inch, she'll take a country mile. You can't get her to shut her mouth. Once the conversation's rolling, it's hard to eat your dinner. When she's moaning about her colon, she's an old stick in the mud. Now she's stuck in my craw. Lord have mercy, she's my mother-in-law. still with me? Hey, man, it's almost over. Oh, look at that. They went and read the rider. Scott needs a barrel on stage. He also needs a bath of warm hot chocolate to soak in before he plays. All right. This is one of the new ones. Yeah, I know. I'm tired of the old ones, too. I think I've played this one before, but during the pandemic, when everything was shut down and you're supposed to be writing songs then, didn't really do shit. I had old people to take care of, man. Taking care of old people it's a pain in the ass. And I'm going to write a book, and it's going to be called Elderly Care for Dummies. Do you remember those books, like with cartoons, like stuff? But it's going to be real because I've learned a lot of lessons, and I don't have kids, and I don't know who to pass this on to. So lesson number 1, chapter 1 is 1 sentence long. Don't tell them nothing. Turn the page. Chapter 2, treat them like old cows. And that's not insulting. I mean that if you know, I raise cattle, right? So when you get an old cow in the barn, it's been through it a million times, you close the gate where you don't want them to go. You open the gate where you do want them to go. And then you have to be patient until they think it's their own idea, and they will go. You're not going to beat them with a stick. You're not going to do anything to them until they want to go. And they got to think it's their own idea. That's chapter 2. And I'm right. And anybody take care of their parents or whatever, you know I'm right. I don't know what that has to do with anything about it. Anyway, this guy, there's a band out of Virginia, the Steel Wheels. You heard them? They're pretty good. Good songwriter. Trent Wagler is their songwriter. And he came down during the pandemic, and we sat on the front porch. And I said, I have an idea for a song. It's called Like a Simile. And he goes, man, I don't want any part of that grammar nerd shit. I said, okay, I'll do it myself. So this is it. Are you ready? It's got a lot of words. Here we go. All right. Woo! By the way, the valley moon was shining so bright, like a spotlight that's blinding. Snow on the ground, I could turn out the lights, even while I was driving. And she sat beside me and looked like a wildflower smells. And I looked like I'd done my best in the worst of hotels. Her daddy kept all the bad boys away, like you try and hide money, all dressed up like a window display, like a chalice of honey. Confit de boucher, she still knows more than you think. She sits in the front seat and stares straight ahead like a sphinx, like a rock like a river, like a harmony, like a freight train. She was like a simile. What's the use of a love you can't use? Like an empty revolver, like a preacher with secondhand news. I was never a talker. Though I'm a good lover, she still found a way to complain. When I hear the thunder, I don't stick around for the rain. Like a rock, like a river, like a harmony, like a freight train. She was like a simile. Can't explain when you're born in the South. Southern hearts ain't that simple. She moved away, but I stuck around. Now I'm creepy and single, but I sleep like a baby ever since she showed me how. Curl up like a cat by a wood stove and swallow all doubt. Like a rock, like a river, like a harmony, like a freight train. She's like a simile. You're very kind. You good people, I knew I liked you. Are you okay? All right, because I'm about to onslaught with a few new ones, so here we go. I'm about to, here comes the 12 string. I'm sorry. All right, it's coming. Oh, boy. This is going to suck. You want to go back to the other? I'll tell you what, I'm going to go back to that. No, I unplugged that bitch, didn't I? Okay. It's all right. We're figuring this out as we go. This is just unprofessional and embarrassing. This might be terrible. So the new record, after I wrote that first song I did you, the very beginning one, then the floodgates went loose and I wrote a bunch, but I wrote them all on a 12 string and I haven't been able to get rid of them. All right, here it comes. It may be, cover your ears, everybody. Ah, he's I'm sorry. That was really tepid, you assholes. Nobody is jaded in life as a sound man, except maybe a high school, elementary school principal. All right, let me do this one first, make sure I got it right. This is a song about a guy from Virginia. His name was Sam Houston. Well, he was born in Virginia in the Shenandoah Valley, right about the time that this country got free. And when his father died, they left, packed it up and headed west to the hills that put the east in Tennessee. Say ho. Well, a man has got to make his mark. The Second British War did start, and he was bored, so he joined and went along. He took an arrow in the hip, a ball in the shoulder, but he never quit. And he was full of fight when they finally dragged him home. Say ho. Reading Homer to some Cherokee maidens, and you know how Tennessee is in the fall. If you're not gonna make your dreams epic, why bother to dream anything at all? Well, he met a man named Andy Jackson, put him on the Nashville map, but even then that town could piss you off. He partied hard and ran the state, found a girl to take his name, and they still don't know why he up and left it all. I do, 'cause he say ho. Don't you never trust nobody when you're drinking, lest you get insulted or rolled. You drink too much, you'll pickle up your instincts, and then you can't trust anyone at all. Half mystic, half showman, half poet, half sage, and way too stubborn to admit defeat. Although Texas was no state, San Jacinto was a place, and destiny was ready to be seized by say ho. Well, Texas, he created you. 3 times he did save you too, and tried to help you make it on your own. You joined the Union anyway, and when he thought you should stay, you turned your back on him and sent him home. Is there anyone still left so full of honor you could trust everything you heard? In Texas, anywhere that you may wander, Sam Houston was a man that kept his word. Yeah, really. Does that sound okay? It's all right. All right, you're good. All right. All right, so this is the new one. Can I get some wine? This song is called Gypsy. I'm not going to explain it to you because, God damn it, you write a song good enough, You don't need to explain it. It's like, you don't have to explain Poncho and Lefty. You go, this song's about this guy Poncho and Lefty, and then they do this. They go desert and in Ohio and all this shit. I'm like, fucking write it right, dude. So here we go. Not comparing myself. You understand that, right? All right. Thank you. I fell off a wagon, I got back on. In the memory care, I put my mom. I haven't worked that part out yet. It was a hell of a year, man. All right, here we go. Whew! Poor Wyoming County in the west of West by God, where the company owns the mountain and a little means a lot. I loved a girl named Gypsy and I asked for her hand, but unless I got a diamond, I can't be her man. I met her in the springtime and fell for her by fall. That winter she was chilly, but I waited for the fall. She had no time for farmers or men who dug the coal. She spent her time with horses or at the picture show. How much do I love you? How much is enough? How much love could a coal train haul if a coal train could haul love? How much do I love you? How much is enough? How much love could a coal train haul if a coal train could haul love? You don't know how deep love is, but you know it when you fall. That summer, she warmed to me that summer, but the guns of August called. I left to fight the Kaiser and I saw Gay Paris. She married her rich man who hauled away my dream. How much do I love you? How much is enough? How much love could a coal train haul if a coal train could haul love? How much do I love you? How much is enough? How much love could a coal train haul if a coal train could haul love? Well, I came home by 20 and went back to the mine. America was booming and went from wood to iron. And I became a company man and she a divorcee. She could love me if she wanted, but she loved money more than me. How much do I love you? How much is enough? How much love could a coal train haul if a coal train could haul love? How much do I love you? How much is enough? How much love could a coal train haul if a coal train could haul love? Coal train hauls no flowers and coal train hauls no wine. The coal train hauls the mountain a little at a time. Take a piece of mountain and add 1 billion years, and I might have a diamond for my gypsy dear. much do I love you? How much is enough? How much love could a coal train haul if a coal train could haul love? How much do I love you? How much is enough? How much love could a coal train haul if a coal train could haul love? Well, that wasn't a tepid response. I appreciate that. It's okay. It's almost over, folks. Don't worry. I'm not going to keep you late. Yeah. More wine. All right. This is a new one. It's called Eminent Domain, but I spell it wrong. I got to work on it more. The story's there. I'll explain the story when I'm done. We'll see, and we'll discuss as a class. Okay. So here we go. William Whaley was 29 when he and his brother left South Carolina. They found some land up in East Tennessee. They found some local girls were salty and sweet. Then up the drive came a government car. Said, now you got to move, this is gonna be a national park. Jump and holler, here comes everybody. Here comes everyone. Jump and holler, here comes everybody. Here comes everyone. They moved their family 70 miles west. Tried to put new roots down and try to farm their best. Plant clover in the winter, plant ryegrass in the fall. That ain't a rule, but it's what their fathers taught. Then TVA came to build a dam. You got to move again, we're gonna flood this land. Jump and holler, here comes everybody. Here comes everyone. Jump and holler, here comes everybody. Here comes everyone. Packed up the house, burned down the barn. With bad luck, first and second, maybe third time was the charm. So they started raising turkeys, they started running pigs on this rough and rocky ground that was called Oak Ridge. Till one day the government came along, said you got to move again, we're gonna build ourselves a bomb. Oh shit, who's gonna tell mom? Jump and holler, here comes everybody. Here comes everyone. Jump and holler, here comes everybody. Here comes everyone. Jump and holler, here comes everybody. Here comes everyone. I don't know, is that 12 string okay? Yeah. All right, I'm going to try some other songs on it. What the fuck? Anyway, that's a true story. I found out about this people. I was first moved to Knoxville. This is 1989, 1990. I used to go hike in the Smokies on the weekends because didn't have a girlfriend or anything and didn't know anybody and was pathetic. And but I found this place called Porter's Creek was up there, and all that place was, there were old homesteads up there for generations. Rock walls and cemeteries. I mean, they'd been there forever, but they moved them out in the 30s. They're like, hey, we're making a national park. You got to go. So this family, the Whaleys, they're like, okay, well, we'll do our thing. So they left, and they went to Norris, Tennessee, which is just west of Knoxville, and that's one of the big TVA dams, Norris Lake. So they came in and kicked them out of there, and they're like, okay, we'll go again. This time we're going to go somewhere safe. We'll go a little farther south. And they went to Oak Ridge. And then in World War II, they came and were like, fuck you, you got to go again. And I don't know. I think they gave their all, Everybody had to do something. But I'm telling you, the Whaley family, cheers. I'm not bitching. I'm celebrating. So I got to make that song seem more of not a bitch, but a celebrate. But you all don't care. Here we go. All right. I thought about this one today because I saw the exit. This is a song I wrote about Indiana, but I stole an exit from up the road here on Interstate 10. So this song is called Sin in Indiana. Here we go. See if I can do it. Henry Streeter owns this town, parks on the sidewalk and beats men down. His wife was pictured in a magazine. He brought her over from the Philippines. You can see her about 5. Let me just slow this down a little bit. That wine ain't helping. All right, here we go. Are you okay? Right, hey, at least I inflicted the first doing these new songs on Austin. I didn't bring it straight here. And I told them last night, he's like, I should have started in Dallas and just shit all over the stage up there, and then worked my way down through everything else. But Galveston tomorrow, it'll be a little bit better. But anyway, here we go. Sin in Indiana. It's a song I wrote. My name is Scott Miller. Here we go. Henry Streeter owns this town, parks on the sidewalk and beats men down. His wife was pictured in a magazine. He brought her over from the Philippines. You can see her about 5 o'clock on the hood of his car on the town sidewalk. When it starts in Minnesota as a tiny stream, it's rolling like a river down to New Orleans. Sin in Indiana, it's a powerful thing. I get it. Chalmers Walcott's the biggest liar. Drinks bottled water but can still breathe fire. Got half a finger but he's twice as mean as a Boilermaker on amphetamines. He's a deacon down at the church, but there's porn in the corn, so there's plenty of work. Well, it starts in Minnesota as a tiny stream. It's rolling like a river down to New Orleans. Sin in Indiana, it's a powerful thing. Hempstead could not stop eating popcorn when she's high on pot. She kept on chewing till her teeth were gone. The dentist made some out of cut limestone. You can always tell she's been around, 'cause there's tombstones growing where she spits in the ground. When it starts in Minnesota as a tiny stream, it's rolling like a river to New Orleans. Sin in Indiana, it's powerful. Sin in Indiana, it's powerful. Sin in Indiana, it's a powerful thing. That's enough of that shit. Okay, what do you want before I wrap this up? Okay. Okay, we got you. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. Do y'all know my buddy Big Al that travels with me? Anybody ever met him? Big Al. He traveled with me for 20-some years. He was out with me last week. He's what we call my road manager, but he does not road and he does not manage. He's like a mascot or a spirit animal or something. I don't know. He's a good guy. Anyway, he would fix all this shit, so I wouldn't be up here embarrassing myself. I know what I want to do. I'm a Virginian. I don't like change. Down in the basement where I spend my time, cheating solitaire and stealing rhymes. When I'm thinking that I'm all tapped out, she gives me something just to sing about. Can't be more broken than I've already broke. I can't be more hopeless when I don't have hope. When she sees that I just don't care, she still finds me something when there's nothing there. Saints alive and saints be praised, angels dwell among us still these days. Saints alive, saints be praised, angels dwell among us still these days. I can't be more broken than I've already broke. I can't be more hopeless when I don't have hope. When she sees that I just don't care, she still finds me something when there's nothing there. Saints alive and saints be praised, angels dwell among us still these days. Saints alive and saints be praised. Angels dwell among us still these days. For the crooked smile on her face, and for the perfect fit of her embrace, and for the wind moved by our parting wave that stays behind my back and keeps me safe. Saints alive and saints be praised. Angels dwell among us still these days. Saints alive and saints be praised. Angels dwell among us still these days. Still these days. All right, just a couple more. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can tell. Thank you so much for putting up with me. And someday I'll grow up and be professional. Why aren't y'all standing, you communists? Lo siento, Spanisburg, West Virginia. Lo siento, Spanisburg, West Virginia. Well, the TV's off 'cause there's nothing on. All the hometown fans are in the stands. Since the team won state 'cause the coach was great, then they hired him down in Peterstown, but he didn't win. Now he's back again. The next batch of kids could not commit. They were big enough, but not that tough, and thought the single wing was just a passing thing. I guess the will to win is oft forgotten when old times there are Oxycontin. Lo siento, Spanisburg, West Virginia. Lo siento, Spanisburg, West Virginia. Well, the jobs are lost, the war it cost. This kid came back from Iraq, had it pretty comfy, cause he drove a Humvee for an old diehard in the National Guard. Thought he was safe, though the town got strafed, or an occasional mortar from across the border. He'd always joke in the emails he wrote and tell his mom not to worry none. He was spending his time winning hearts and minds until he picked up a can and he lost his hands. Lo siento. Spanisburg, West Virginia. Then a writer came from a magazine and wrote the whole town up for the AARP. Called it #1 place to retire, so the rich folks came and the taxes got higher. With their healthy hair and their perfect spouses, they built these mansions and giant cow palaces. Now the effete and the elite are all walking around with their noses up as they look down. I'm allergic to rich people. On the people born who could not afford to live in their own town no more. Lo siento. They even renamed it. What? You damn right they did. Lo siento. Spanish West, by God, Virginia. Can we do it real quick? Because I couldn't do it last night. This is the last verse. We're all going to sing "Fuck All Y'all" over and over and over. Here we go. So this is townspeople singing, "Fuck all y'all, all of y'all, just fuck off. Fuck all y'all, all of y'all, just fuck off. Fuck all y'all." Keep it going now. All of y'all gonna eat the rich. Fuck all y'all, all of you. Gonna steal their patio furniture that they should not have built a house on top of a hill. That's why all the old houses sit in the bottom of hills in Virginia, West Virginia, because we get a thing called wind, and they sit up there and they build these houses and they pay all this money to heat them, and I just can't go on any longer. Lo siento. One more, that's it. I know I'm an asshole. Yeah, I know, I lost somewhere my harmonica is falling. Hold on. Because Rusty, I didn't have my table. I clearly asked for my table. I love the duck. Thank you all for having me back. And you guys are, I hope you're safe. Everything's good. And did y'all get a bunch of shit rain last night? Did I see that? Every day? All right. We're in the third year of our drought in Virginia, or at least in the valley. They're getting it south. They're getting it in North Carolina and in Maryland and up that way, or they're green. I toured up there. I'm like, fuck all y'all. You're green. What the fuck? I'm having to do a second cutting of hay this year. You know, the first cutting of hay was good, but we didn't have any rain in March and April, and we were cold. So orchard grass, I don't have to explain farming to you. But anyway, I got to do a second cutting, which means I got to take like 2-3 weeks off the road to get that shit done. And it's not like I'm making a ton of money out here now. I guess the suit ain't working. Thought it was.
Anyway, I'll see you at the merch table, and I'll see you outside. And, we'll catch up, and I'll bitch. But I'm doing pretty good. I mean, it's okay. Everything's all right. Thank you for the good sound. Appreciate it. Everything went to shit here, so you're witnessing the birth of the new Scott Miller. Let me just tune real quick. I didn't hear that, but don't be clever. Oh, good. Everything's about my cat. Can we do me a favor and just cut that air off for just like this one song, and then you can cut it back on? Is that possible? They ain't gonna do it. All right. Some days will never be enough. Some days will always be too much. Some days your work is all in vain. Some days ain't worth a goddamn thing. Sometimes you're called upon to help. Sometimes you have to help yourself. Sometimes the worst thing is the truth, that your best will still not do. What do you want? What do you want? You'll have to get it on your own. Your mother's headed to Kentucky for a while. What do you want? What do you want? You'll have to get it on your own. Someday and sometime. Some days you wish they just would end. Some days you'll want to live again. Some days are harder than the rest. Some days are easy to forget. Sometimes you get just what you want. Sometimes you've had it all along. Sometimes you don't know where to go. Sometimes you're not supposed to know. What do you want? What do you want? You'll have to get it on your own. Your mother's headed to Kentucky for a while. What do you want? What do you want? You'll have to get it on your own. Someday and sometime. Some people live life from the heart. Some people find that much too hard. Some people know where they belong. Some people decide to move on. What do you want? What do you want? Get it on your own. Your mother's headed to Kentucky for a while. Ashes gray and dry as dust. A return to the earth. Someday and sometime. I did the best I could. Thank you all so much for coming out. Thanks for the sound help. All right.